So risk involved in high yield variety seeds. Okay, what is the risk in the sense? First one is pest attack. So the high yield variety attacks, high yield variety crops were more prone to attack by pests. So there was a risk that small farmers who adopt this technology could lose everything in a pest attack. What do you mean by pest? Anyone? What, Mr. Ravi, Abhishek, what is pest?
Sir,
What do you mean by pest? P-E-S-T. What do you mean by pest? Huh? What do you mean by pest? P-E-S-T.
and
So it is
restrict
huh?
insect and
Insect.
restricted
Very good.
insect.
இது கூகுள் சர்ச் பண்ணீங்களா? So pest attack in the sense pest means it's a insects. Okay. Even in my home there is a small garden. Okay. சும்மா சின்ன ரொம்ப சின்னதா. ஸோ அதுலேயும் பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா this snails, grasshoppers. Okay. They will come and they will have their feast. கடைசியில் பார்த்தா nothing will be there. It will be eaten by them. So we need to water. We need to spray this pesticides. Okay. So anyhow, fine. We'll back here. So pest attack is the main problem. Have you all seen this grasshopper? Recently, it hunted all over the. It came from Africa via துபாய், பாகிஸ்தான், இந்தியா, நார்த் இந்தியால வந்து ஒரு பாதி விளைச்சல சாப்பிட்டு போயிடுச்சு பார்த்தீங்க இல்லையா? So if these pests will attack a lot and it will affect the high yielding variety seeds. However, this risk was considerably reduced by service rendering by research institutes established by the government. Okay. So any of the research institute and other people, they are guiding these people and helping them to sort out this pest attack. So income inequalities, risk of income inequalities. Okay, there was a risk that costly inputs like high yielding variety seeds, fertilizers are required under green revolution will increase the disparities between small and big farmers. Small, small and big farmers, since only big farmers could afford the required inputs. Okay, so what happened here? So they need to buy huge number of for huge expensive costs. They have to buy this seeds as well as the fertilizers. It is very expensive. So for a small farmer, it is not possible for him to buy. So finally, what happened? It creates what income inequalities between poor and rich. Okay. However, due to favorable steps taken by government, these fear did not come true. The government provided loan to at low interest rate to small farmers so that they could also have access to the needed inputs. Since the small farmers could obtain the required input, the obtain on small farmers equal the output on large farms is the occurs of time. As a result, the green revolution benefited the small as well as rich farmers. Okay. So what happened here? So there was a income inequalities. That means only rich people can buy this fertilizer. They can able to buy these seeds. Maintaining these high yielding variety seeds are very expensive one. But anyhow, the government they take an initiativeness and they started giving agricultural loan to the poor farmers. So they can able to buy fertilizers and high yielding variety seeds by water loan. With the help of government loan they can able to buy at very reasonable interest. So this risk can be what is settled down by our Indian government. So again, what happened? There was a debate. So what do you mean by debate? Anyone here? Debate? What is debate? Hello?
Arguing on both the sides.
Arguments. Okay. பட்டிமன்றம் நம்ம ஊர்ல இந்த சாலமன் பாப்பையா பண்ணுவாரு இல்லையா? They will what select a theme. Okay. And they will argue for their they will talk on favor of their topic. Okay. So hope you have seen a lot of debate in Sun TV. Okay, so nowadays what happened? All the even in U.S. presidentship election. Okay, during presidentship camp, I think presidentship election process, they will conduct a debate between the both candidates, presidential candidates, and those who are winning in the president in the debate, they will be considered as a what president அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So they will debate about the country's issues. Debate na another, it is a discussion about a particular topic. So here it is what topic so here what about the debate topic in the sense subsidies to agriculture. What do you mean by subsidies? Somewhere else we have discussed in macroeconomics. What do you mean by subsidies? It is the economic
Economic
assistance. Very good,
provided
very
by
good.
the government.
Given by the government. அப்ப என்னாச்சு? So government வந்து என்ன பண்றாங்க? They are giving subsidies. Now also they are giving subsidy, right? For example, electricity. Okay, so they are getting free electricity from government. For agriculture, they are getting free electricity, and also for these crops, they are getting subsidy from the government. Okay, so subsidy is the context of agriculture. So it means that farmers get input at prices lower than the market price. During the initial phases of green revolution, new technology was looked upon as being risky by farmers. Okay, so what happened? So farmers they too got subsidy. So they got all the what inputs in the sense what here it says they are mentioned. There is high yielding variety seeds and fertilizers. So they got what lesser than the market price. So that is also one of the subsidy. So during the initial phase, green revolution, new technology was looked upon being risky by the farmers. Okay, whatever the new technology and they have adapted, it was very risky. So it was necessary for the government to grant subsidy to provide in an incentive for adaptation of the new high yielding variety technology. However, with passage of time, there has been debate over the huge amount of subsidies granted by the government. Okay, so what happened? Anything. So they need to change all in the entire process. The poor farmers. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? Is the very first time when they are trying to go for high yielding varieties, it's what happened. The government they need to support. So they also give their support and they give inputs for what lesser price than the market, and also what happened they gave what incentives, okay, order to adapt the performance to the new technology. But due to passage of time, okay, so time passes, what happened, there was a very big debate that government is giving so much crores and rupees for the for the for adapting new technology called high yielding variety seeds. இது வந்து நல்லதா அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி a lot of people discussed. Okay, so among that discussion here they are given some points. Okay, so favor of subsidies, economist favor of subsidies, and here another group economist against the subsidies. Okay, here the topic is subsidy. Okay, the topic was subsidies. So favor, that means they are supporting the government should give subsidy. Against, they are saying no, government is not was supposed to give subsidy because of the what is the reason they are saying, we'll discuss one by one. So government in according to economists, they are saying in the favor of subsidy, the government should continue with agriculture subsidy as farming in India continues to be a risky business. Yes or no? So farming in India is a very risky business because of natural calamities, okay, due to disaster. Okay. due to failing of monsoon, due to poor irrigation facilities. So we can't expect, right, the exact output. So what are anytime anything may happen. So that's why the agriculture for in the Indian government should give subsidy to the agricultural people since it is very risky. So majority of the farmers are very poor and they will not able to afford the required input without the subsidies. Okay, so maximum farmers were poor. Okay, so what average middle class farmers also there, very high class farmers also there, but maximum in our country farmers of they were very poor. So eliminating subsidies will increase the income inequality between rich and poor farmers and will violate the ultimate goal of equity. Okay, so if in case if we eliminate subsidy, if in case government fail to give subsidy, then rich farmer will become more rich. Why? Because he is having enough money to buy the output, the sorry input. There is a high yielding variety seeds and water fertilizers he can buy and he can cultivate and he will get more yield. But the poor farmers, he is not able to. He will not be able to buy those inputs and he will struggle a lot. So that's why there are the 3 points they are keeping forward. First one is what agriculture is a risky business. First point, and second point is what we actually poor farmers they can't live they can't do agriculture without subsidies. And third point they kept forward was it will create a large income and I think a large gap of income in inequality. So that are the three. These are the three reasons kept forward by some economists who consider that subsidy is required. So the people, the economists, those who are against the subsidy, what they are saying, according to some economics, subsidies were granted by the government to provide an incentive for adaptation of new technology. So after wide acceptance of technology, subsidy should not phased out as their purpose has been served. Okay. So here one group of economists என்ன சொல்றாங்க, they want to adapt, only they want to adapt new technology. Okay, initial phase we can help. So once they have adapted, once they started adapting to this new technology, then why we need to give subsidy? What is the purpose? So we already served, already we met their financial needs அப்படின்னா இவங்க சொல்றாங்க. So subsidy do not benefit the poor and small farmers. As benefits of subsidy, substantial amount of subsidy go to fertilizer industry and prosperous farmers. Okay. So even though if government is giving subsidy, for example, we previously we used to buy cylinder, right? A domestic cylinder with subsidy. Yes or no? So we will get we every individual we got cylinder for water with subsidies. So we have to pay 500 and I think 200 and 250 will be paid by our Indian government. So that's what thing happened. Now what happened? Now there is no more subsidy. Are you all there with me? Voice. இருக்கீங்களா?
Yes, sir.
Abhishek, are you there? Who is waiting here? Will Murugan sir. Abhishek, are you there, ma? இருக்கீங்களா?
Sir,
Okay, very good, very good. So, fine. So let us continue. So, critical appraisal of agricultural development. Okay, so finally, I think we came up to the end of this agriculture point. So, what happened here? What are the appraisal means? What just we are recapping. Okay, So what are the things they have done in our Indian government? They have done what? Land reforms. So ownership, there is a change in ownership. The first in the step initiated by government. Actually, 1947 to 1950. Sorry, 19 pre-independence. Okay, pre-independence. What happened? I mean, there is system, then poor technology, then there was no modern technology, low investment. All these things become stagnant in agriculture. Okay, mandamagadal. So to overcome that issue, okay, and the பிரச்சனைகளுக்கெல்லாம் solution-க்காக the government came up with first land reform, then land sealing, இல்லையா? So land sealing, then what happened? Then they came up with this high yielding variety seeds. Okay. So land reforms means they will get all the lands from the zamindars. Okay, according to uh, abolition of Zamindarism Act 1952, they get back all the what lands from the zamindars, and they cancel their rules and sorry, and their rule and roll. Okay. Then what happened in land sealing? In the sense, our Indian government fixed, or they are fixed for a common individual. This will be the this amount. For example, 5 acres will be the limit, or 10 acres will be the limit. More than that, no one is supposed to buy. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they limited the what the purchasing capacity. The next one is high yielding variety seeds. This is a new modern technology. So with this, we started what self-relying country. Usually we used to import food items from America. So after this, we become India become what a self-reliable country. So these are all the initiative steps taken by our Indian government during 1950 to 1990. So in the Kalakattathila, to develop agriculture, they have taken this much water initiative to overcome this scarcity issues. Clear? Any doubts? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.